So I think that I was more convinced about the move from Qatar to Penang than you were. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's true because, I mean, I had a high-paying job. I've been in the Middle East. I've been there for 6 years, so it was quite stable. And moving to a completely different part of the world, like Southeast Asia, was a huge risk in terms of my career, and especially, starting off a healthcare consultancy type role. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for me, or was the biggest challenge for me moving here. But I mean, we did think about it for a long time. We took into consideration Daniel's needs, and from the perspective of giving him the opportunity to learn about a different culture, it was perhaps the best decision that we could have made in terms of where we wanted to move to.
And we did take 2 years to put in place all the arrangements, so we didn't do it on a whim. We visited here 2 or 3 times, we made local contacts and some friends, and we thought about it very, very carefully and planned it very carefully. And although it may or may not have been the best thing for your career, it's certainly been the best thing for our family.
Lifestyle.
And, in terms of lifestyle,
Yeah.
in terms of work-life balance. And Daniel really loves it here, doesn't he?
Yeah, although I am surprised that we've ended up living in this place,
Mm-hmm.
considering, well, right from the beginning, I've always preferred houses to apartments. I don't really have a preference for an apartment. So if you remember, when we first had this discussion, I wanted a landed heritage type house. And we had a big discussion about that, whereas you were leaning more towards
Because
a condo and the facilities.
I thought about the facilities for Daniel, the security aspect, because in Malaysia you do need to give that a little bit of thought. It's not very unsafe, but landed properties are more vulnerable. Plus you've also got a garden to look after, and where in this kind of climate, that can cause you quite a lot of hard work or money to maintain.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a perfect apartment because of the very openness of it. If it wasn't for the views, we probably wouldn't be. Well, no, it's not just the views, is it? It's the location. It's because it's right next to the wet market, very near to Daniel's school, right near to a supermarket, only 5 minutes away from the sea. The actual interior of the apartment is neither of ours perfect setup.
Well, certainly not mine. It's too modern.
Yeah.
There isn't anything.
So we both had to
Heritage about
compromise in a way, and it was also a little bit more than our budget. But you're paying for the location. That's what you're paying for,
Yeah.
and the fact that it's brand new.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think for the next couple of years, at least, or as long as we stay here, if not more, this is the perfect property for us in terms of all of those things that.
But you love the view, and you love having the 2 kitchens, but it's just a bit too open plan and a bit too noisy.
Yeah. It can get noisy in the evening.